Hello darlings, happy Saturday to you. Hope you're fine and well. We're all going through various processes at the moment, and many are purging, releasing, letting go of things no longer serving them. One second. You okay? You okay? Dogs are in the kitchen with me, as you can probably tell. Okay, all right. So we're all letting go of things at the moment and processing things in our own way. And, you know, it is advisable to give yourself grace, to allow yourself patience. Hello, darling. Yeah, you're beautiful, aren't you? You're such a handsome boy. Yeah, you are. Every time I'm doing a video, you have to come and say hello, don't you? Because you have to approve of the video, that's why. Honestly, if you could see this boy, you would fall in love with him. Hello, baby. Cute. He's honestly, he's like a little wolf. He's so handsome. Ruff, ruff. Anyway, I digress. So, anything else to say? You got some barkies? No? Okay. Oh, yeah, there he is. These dogs have been healing for my soul, honestly. And my brother's home and his family. Their energies are gorgeous. What? What do you want, baby? What are you wanting? And oh God, they're both at it now. What do you want? Do you want some cuddles? Let's go outside. 2 ticks. Okay, they've gone outside. Now they're just looking at me. They're so cute. Yeah, being in this home, looking after my brother's house, the energy here is just stunning. It's just such a calming energy. And the dogs have been healing for my soul as well. And I needed this because I've closed out this massive cycle with this person. You know, I'm going to redo my hair while I'm talking to you. It's like, I don't know, I feel, I've got doggy paw prints all over me. No, that's not good. I feel like this sense of freedom that I didn't have before. They're barking at next door. I think for so many, we're in this space of, we hold space for these people on this journey for so long. And this isn't a get ready with me, by the way. We hold space for people on this journey for so long, and they're not, how do I say this without saying it in a cold or cruel way? What I found is they help you understand and choose yourself. That's why they have to reject you. That's why you can feel very miserable on these journeys, because you just feel like, well, why aren't you choosing me? And the reason they're not choosing you is because you're not choosing you. So, you know, this person taught me to choose myself. But what I realised when I was holding space for them, with that unconditional love, with that hope of being with them in the future, which I've told them about, admittedly not recently, it was sometime last year when I last said it, but, you know, I'd also told them I was letting them go at the same time. So, you know, it's really important to choose yourself. And I have let this person go for good. I don't want them in my life. I don't want to know anything about them. I don't want to hear from them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to spend time with them. Yeah, I wanted all of that. And I wanted them to one day be my partner. And this is where the twin flame journey keeps you stuck in loops. If you're dealing with what I have put up with for 9 years, which is a fat lot of fuck all, if I'm honest with you. Honestly, it really is. Yes, I've spent time with this person. And, you know, some of the time I spent time with them, I believe they have been single. And, you know, they were, to me, a huge lesson. They were not the love of my life like I thought. I think I will align with the love of my life when the divine God sees fit, you know? And it's definitely not that person. And I'm really happy about that, to be honest, because I was really putting up with lack. And the problem is, when you choose to accept lack, you then are aligning with more lack in your life. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. We're not putting ourselves through that anymore. I did it for far too long, and, you know, I tolerated so much. I mean, this person wasn't nasty to me. Like, we'd have the odd direct word with one another, but there was never any nastiness. But they never chose me. They very rarely, the last time they said anything to me was in 2020, where they looked like they were interested, very seriously interested in me. 2020, we're in 2025. I have wasted so many years of my life on this journey. And while I'm grateful for all the people I've aligned with, the beautiful souls I now have in my life, the beautiful masculines I have in my life, who are, you know, soul brothers, soul teachers, absolute blessings. They really are. They're just such, there's such blessings, and, you know, really in their masculine energy, like really in their masculine energy. And I'm like, I know what a divine masculine is, and it ain't this person I thought it was. They're not the epitome of someone who is heart-centered, because they fear love, they fear opening their heart space. And I just chose a different timeline. I chose love, they chose fear. If I want to believe that. Or I could go down the other route and go, do you know what, love, you were completely in ignorance. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know whether they ever really cared about me, to be honest. I believed they did, because I had the telepathy and all of that, but I just think it was fantasy. I think I was trying to tell myself, from putting up with all the fucking hopes of being with them and all the dreams that I had, I just believed that they were the one for me. But I can tell you now, they are not the man that God has for me. No. No, not at all. And I'm honestly okay with that. But I know it's very triggering. But do you know what? So many of my friends on this journey and clients have moved away from the person they believed they wanted to be with. The energy is very, now we're in this Empress energy of, we know what we deserve and it ain't you, love. It is not you. Now, they're not necessarily a bad person, but they're not aligned with you for a reason. And I've accepted I'll never see that person again. I've accepted I'll never hear from them again. I've accepted I will never, ever try and contact them again. And it's taking me to get to this stage, to choose myself, to really choose myself, to really go, do you know what? You deserve more than that. And since I've let him go, I've opened up more magic in my life. So one second. Okay, it's the next door neighbour and he's barking at the gate. He can't see them, but he can hear them. Oh, they're just so cute. These dogs have been healing for my soul, honestly. They've been... I said to my sister-in-law today, I said, I'm taking Rafa. And, you know, just so you know, I'm going to sneak him in my case. He's about this big, so he's not exactly easy to hide. And she's like, yeah, you can take Rafa. As if I wouldn't dream of separating him from his sister. But they're just beautiful, beautiful healing dogs, and playful, and you know, they've helped me exercise my inner child as well. It's just been so healing being here. And you know, I know it will still take me some time to purge this person out of my system, but I'm actually having a cord cutting done next week. And it's going to be deep, it's going to be painful, but it needs to happen. I don't want to be connected to them anymore. And I know so many of you are going to be like, you can't cut a cord with a twin. Yes, you fucking can. If you have made the decision you don't want that person in your life anymore, let me tell you now, you can. You can. You can. I don't care if he's the other half of my soul. He is not the other half of my heart. That person is yet to come. So, you know, and I'm a whole person. I do not need anybody to be whole. But I have requirements when it comes to a man in my life. And a friendship is a really big start. And this person didn't even want to cultivate a friendship with me, really. And whenever I would message, they would always reply. But I'm like, what am I doing? Like, really though, what am I doing? Why am I holding space for this person? The twin flame journey, that's why. I held on to that person because of the twin flame journey and label. And I'm being really real with you when I say this. Let the fucking journey go and let the fucking label go. Let it go. Release labels in your life. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you in limerence. Yes, there are people who have had way more than I've ever had from that person. Yes. But honestly, do yourself a favour and let them go. If you're meant to be with them, God will align it. Now, I know I'm not meant to be with that person, and I know that's okay for me to say that now and go, yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm actually relieved, to be honest. But I do wish them well, and I do hope they find love. And I say love like that because they may still be working through feelings of not feeling worthy. I don't know. And I'm trying to be compassionate about it. But then I'm like, no, you weren't compassionate with yourself, love. You weren't compassionate with you. So these journeys teach us to choose ourselves. And I'm finally, after 9 years, doing that. And I let go of them in March. And it's been a slow process. And when I have the cords cut next week, which I can't fucking wait for, because I know my energy is going to be even lighter. And I know the person doing them is going to be like, how on earth have you held on to this energy so long without it, like, draining you to fuck? Well, honestly, I can't wait. And, you know, it's going to be difficult because I know the higher self of the person is going to be coming through going, why are you doing this? But I have had the telepathy cut. And I asked God to take it away. I said, I know I'm not meant to be with this person. Please remove them from my life, my energy. I don't want telepathy with them. I don't want anything with them at all. And since I have done that, I've opened up to telepathy with other people, like friendships and stuff. So, you know, it's all aligning the way it's supposed to. But honestly, I know it's still a process. I'm still giving myself grace to really clear it for good. But also, a lot of you remember I had really bad skin issues throughout the beginning of the year. And although I've still got a little bit of redness here, that's from running earlier, so it's still trying to come down. A lot of my skin has cleared up since I've let go of this man. What does that tell you? Do you want to come back in now? Hang on, let me get them in. Come on, babies! Come on in! Let's leave that open so you can come and go, please. No barking, please. I'm leaving a video. I'm making a video. Oh, my Lord. Honestly, they're so cute. Handsome? Handsome boy. You okay? You all right? And here he comes jumping up at me. No? Oh, he's so nosy. Yeah, now he's going to jump up at me. Hello. Excuse me, where have you been to get mucky paws like that? Oh God, they're so cute. So yeah, don't allow yourself the bare minimum. Because on this journey, we tolerate far fucking less than we deserve. And I know I'm empowering my clients to choose themselves as much as possible. And although I don't resonate with that journey anymore, I was on it 100%, because I wouldn't have been doing my purpose for 5 years nearly if that was a karmic or a trauma bond. So I know, and let me be clear about twin flames as well, people, they are a trauma bond, because in past lives you will have had trauma separate you. So they are a trauma bond, and you do need to heal that trauma. You need to heal the pain you went through in that life where they abandoned you through death, disease, war, whatever separated you. If they had to choose to be with someone who was rich, or, you know, whatever the reason you were separated, you have to learn to heal that. I can help you with that as well. For those who are still aligning with this journey, I can still help you. However, you won't hear me say the label very often, because it's not done me any favours in terms of my love life. But I also know I've had to be single for quite some time. I've been practicing celibacy for a long time now. And I'm okay with that as well. I'm willing to wait for the right person. I will not share my sacred energy with anyone who isn't worthy of it, respectfully. I won't do it with just anybody. I'm not desperate to fuck somebody, to be honest. Being completely real with you, it's not about that for me. And to be fair with you, sex is soulful. It's an energy exchange. It's something I'm willing to wait for the right person for it to happen with. And, you know, I obviously wanted to save myself as well for that person, because I was like, yeah, it's them I'm going to be with. And my intuition was telling me a few times, no, it's not. You're deserving of more than that. They can't choose you because, you know, they've got some things they need to close out, or my mind was saying to me, you need to let them go. You need to let them go. And I thought, no, that's just fear. That's fear. And then my intuition was like, what are you doing? Let this person go. Look at the people you're aligning with. Look at the unconditional love you're learning more for yourself and for others. Look at the compassion you're learning. And I'm like, yeah, it took a while. It took me a while to see it, but I just feel very blessed to have who I have in my life. And I feel blessed that I was on this journey and on this path, and a teacher on this path, and I still am a teacher on this path, for healing and ascension. And, you know, I still see myself as someone who will continue to grow and heal and become a better version of me without that person. I don't need them. No. What I need is myself. What I need is the best version of me. And that involved letting that person go. And honestly, the freedom I feel. And as I said to you, there's a lot of feminines in this place because they're aligning with masculines who are the better match. They are the better counterpart, you know. And I said in a video a while ago, the person you believe to be your twin flame won't necessarily be the divine counterpart that you actually end up in a relationship with, or in a compassionate partnership with, or doing your purpose with. The person you think you'll be with isn't that person. And I'm just glad that I've reached this final almost resignation of it, really. I've resigned to the fact that I won't be with him. I'm absolutely fine with that. I don't want him. I don't even think I care anymore, like, about this person. But the reason I've talked about it a few times is so you understand it's a process for me. And obviously, as a teacher on this journey and on this path, I need to let you know what I'm processing so you can go, oh my God, I resonate with that, or oh fuck no, that's not me. And if this triggers you, which it will for a few of you, then that's a trigger for a reason. And maybe there is something more that you need to hear. And maybe you need to connect more with self to say, okay, why am I triggered? Because if you're triggered at the thought of not being with a person, please understand on this journey, you do have to get to a place where you do not give a fuck about union with them. You have to get to that stage you don't care. You hold space, you truly believe that the divine will align you, and if you are meant to be with that person, it will unfold according to the divine plan, absolutely. But you have to get to a stage where you release all the labels, the person, the outcome, and you let it flow. And that is what I have done. And I have now aligned with pure magic, which I'm grateful for, because he was blocking me in many ways. And before, when I had made a decision to move away from the journey, I would be course corrected back on it, because this was my path. It was my path to take this time. It was my path to take nearly 9 years of my life to figure out this wasn't my person. And it's hard, because you think, fuck me, look at the waste of years. Look at the waste. But I'm trying not to see it as a waste because of the beautiful people I've aligned with along the way, and the lessons I've learned, and the patience I've learned for me and others. And this journey teaches you patience. Patience is one of the biggest lessons. Patience, acceptance, unconditional love, compassion, mental strength, spiritual strength. There's so many ways in which we learn on this path, for which I am grateful for all of them. But I just feel so much freedom. And as you can tell from my energy, I'm a lot calmer from just taking some time out, not being so busy, being able to be present and in my real feminine energy and just zen the fuck out. And it's bliss. I'm just like that. Oh, wow. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, divine. Thank you to that person. Because without them, I wouldn't have been living my purpose. I wouldn't have had the level of freedom I've been living the last few years. And yes, there have been challenges, absolutely, of course. And the universe will challenge you to a degree with your finances or your money or your abundance, because the universe wants to test you in your faith. You'll never go without. You'll never go without. I never have gone without. I've always been able to do everything I want to do. But there have been times when I've been very triggered by it. And then I thought, why am I going through this same pattern? And since I've let that person go, the pattern I was going through has ceased. So choose yourself. Choose you. Choose you. Do not hold on to someone who isn't choosing you. And as I said on this journey, they teach us to choose ourselves. Yes. And I realised for so long I wasn't. I was hopeful that it would be him and I, and I'd see his name everywhere, hear his name everywhere. But let me tell you now, the name, everything stopped. Since I told God I don't want it anymore. I want someone more. I want someone more. I want something more in my life. I want better. I want what's best for me. I want who is best for me. I want the man you have for me, God. Nothing about this other person has come through. That is how you know you've made the right choice. When you're no longer being nudged by the universe. And it's like other things are coming to me now that I wasn't seeing before. And, I'm grateful. I am grateful. I am feeling this sense of excitement for everything that's coming. But I'm also really calm, as you can tell. I'm very, very at peace. My soul is at peace. My heart is at peace. And it's taken me a long time to get here. So yeah, if this resonates for you, you're on the same path as me. And I have lost quite a lot of followers recently, but I'll align with the ones I'm meant to, no beef to anyone, because, we all helped each other along the way. But if people unfollow me, that's because they're triggered or they just don't resonate with what I'm teaching about. And that's okay. Everyone has free will. And I thought I did. For so long I was like, yeah, I choose this person, and I was like, hang on a minute, what the fuck am I doing? I have utilised my free will. I have utilised it and stepped away. And I highly recommend anyone who feels the way I do does that. Because you deserve the world and everything that's in it. You deserve abundance in every aspect of your life. You deserve love. You deserve pure, unconditional love. You deserve a true divine counterpart. You deserve a person who will look at you and you'll just know, oh my Lord, okay, they see me. They see you. They understand you. They hear you. They love you unconditionally. And when you align with that person, you'll know why it didn't work out with the other one. That's the journey that I'm on now, where I know I will align with somebody and it will be a case of, oh, fuck, okay. That's why it didn't happen with the other one that I wanted it to happen with for so long. And now I'm like, I'm excited about, I'm more focused on my purpose, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff I'm working on, and you know, Carly and I are obviously launching cards soon. You know, we have quite a lot of stuff planned as well. I'll still be able to do telepathy, so don't worry about that. I'll still be able to do all the stuff I've been doing. I just won't mention that label so much, or that journey so much. But then there's other people who are aligning with other masculines and they're like, oh my God, is this my twin? Yeah, it could be. But don't focus on the label, because whoever is activating you, whoever is helping you grow, whoever is showing you what you are worthy and deserving of, that is who you need to be paying attention to. And in a lot of cases, your masculine wasn't doing that. Some of you, yes, they were. They were showing you, they were showing that they were choosing you, yes. And for you, this video is not going to be resonant. Not at all. And as I said, I've got a lot of clients who are in reunion with their person. But so many are really ready to move away, or have already moved away in the last few weeks or few months. And I suppose I've been slowly moving away from mine since, I would say, Christmas, to be honest. Maybe even before that. But I know I deserve more, and I want more. And because I'm saying, listen, universe, I want more, they're like, okay, here you go. Here you are, you want that? Yeah, there it is. And everything is manifesting in really fucking quickly. I'm not even trying to do things and stuff's coming in. So when you are on the right path, it just shows you the magical alignment you will come into and the blessings that the universe has for you. And I came on my period for the first time in 6 months this week. And what's poignant, I don't need to tell my brother this because he won't watch this, but his wife may do because she supports me. And, you know, she's a wonderful human as well. When I first came on my period, it was on my brother's birthday when I was 13. And it was on his 23rd birthday because there's 10 years between us. And I thought that was very poignant. What's really poignant now is I've been staying in his house because I'm at peace, because I'm safe in my vessel, in my body. I feel calm and at peace in so many ways. And especially here, my menstrual cycle has gone, yay! We can come out to play again. So yeah, it's given me some inspiration for womb healing modalities as well that I'm looking at creating. So I'm very much in the forefront of thinking about things and bringing something new in that regard. I was meant to do womb stuff for you all, for those that align with it. I was meant to start it last year, but I wasn't in the right headspace. And it's taken me, and because I hadn't come on my period as well, I was like, what the hell's going on here? And perimenopausal was why my skin was obviously not the best. And I know a lot of us have had to deal with that. And by the way, Zoe B's Beauty, okay, that stuff's incredible. The charcoal and oats syrup, like, it's a cream, but it's like a ointment. Oh, godsend. It's absolutely, and it's got like little bits of glitter in it as well. It's all natural. It's phenomenal. I mean, it looks like it's got glitter in it. It probably hasn't got glitter, but it's got something that makes your skin shine beautifully and glisten in the light. So yeah, it's phenomenal stuff. But yeah, I think the fact that I've come back on my menstrual cycle while I've been here is testament to how healing this space has been for me. And I'm so grateful my brother asked me to assist him and his family while they were away. They come back later. So I wish them a safe return journey. And, you know, I won't go into the details, but they didn't have the best start to the holiday. That's all I'm going to say. But they are here, and that's all that matters. And the dogs, I shall miss them. I'll want to tea leaf them, but obviously I can't do that. But, you know, it's just so important to choose you. And it's so important to allow yourself to be vulnerable. And I could never be vulnerable with that person either. And there's people I've met along the way, other men, other women, other beautiful souls, where I have felt safe in being vulnerable. And because I've created spaces for people to be vulnerable with me, I was like, I haven't really got anyone I can be vulnerable with. And then over a period of the last year, I would say, apart from Carly and Fifi, who I've known for years, they're the only two real ones I'd been able to be vulnerable with for a long time. And a few others here and there, beautiful clients as well, who've been with me a long time. So thank you to you. You know, I hadn't really aligned with those I could be vulnerable with. And then there's Faye as well. Faye's a beautiful soul too. So we've been friends quite a while now, about 5 years. But, you know, and there's probably others, but I can't name everybody. But there's some really lovely souls who I have been able to be vulnerable with. Jessica Mendes as well, she's a really good friend. And it's like, you just look at the souls you've aligned with on this journey. So for that, and for the connection I've been in, I'm incredibly grateful to the connection and the person for beautiful soul alignment. 1 second. It's a blessing. There's just so many blessings. Yeah, there's so many blessings. But at the same time, I got to a stage where I just had enough of not a lot, really. As I said, a fat load of fuck all. And I just believe on this journey in life, if someone really wants to, they will, in some capacity. You know, fears aside, if someone really wants to, they will. Remember that. Whatever capacity that means to you. If someone wants to and they really want to, they will. Because there's people out there that will choose you because you're choosing you. And the only way to really choose yourself, my hair just made me jump then, that's weird. The only way to really choose yourself is to say no to lack, no to anything that isn't emperor energy, really. What's happening, boy? Go and sort them out. There's other dogs in the village barking, and I think Rafa's gone to have a little chat with them all. I think he thinks he's a bit of a guard dog in some way. Well, he is a guard dog, I suppose, but I think he thinks he's like the village, I don't know, head poncho. Fuck knows. But yeah, just remember in this journey, you are in control of your life, your choices. So do yourself a favour and choose yourself every time. Don't choose someone who isn't choosing you. I know you have to make allowances on this path, but look at someone who's been wasting 9 years nearly of their life holding on to somebody who I thought I wanted to be with. And it's taking me to 2025 to go, no, not anymore. Again, I have to say, it's unfair to say I've wasted, because I've learned so much in those 9 years of being aligned to this journey. In 2016 it was the latter part of. So I've learned a lot. I've aligned with beautiful souls. I've had a lot of abundance on this journey and on this path. I've got some incredible soul tribe who will be in my life forever, I would say, for good. And obviously people come and go as well. And, you know, one thing to remember as well, though, is still practicing non-attachment across all aspects of your life. But we really do have so many blessings. And so many things to look forward to. And for many of you, yes, it will be that person you're with. Absolutely, it will. I've no doubt about that. And that's your journey. But for those who are triggered by mine, this is my journey. And let me be clear, it's not been easy. It's been a very difficult, challenging path. And I've had to really look in the mirror and do my shadow work. And then I've had to really delve deep into the darkness of my own psyche. And I've had to release a lot of anger, disappointment, resentment towards myself, towards some anger towards that person. But, you know, it's like, what was I doing thinking that they cared? How did they demonstrate to me that they really gave a fuck? And, you know, for those of you that are seeing this, if this doesn't resonate with you, you are probably dealing with someone who does show you that they care and who has told you how they feel and has given you many indications that they want to be with you in some capacity. I'd never had that, and I held on to it, and I have to accept that was my path. And, you know, I believe I will align with who I'm meant to be with in God's timing. And it's okay. And I feel safe not connected to that person than I did when I was connected. And it's like, there's so many beautiful blessings and opportunities opening up since I let them go. And that's how I know it's right, that I'm choosing this path of no return. Like, I surrendered completely to the divine, but I don't think they will let this person near me ever again, to be honest. If they do, I'd be very surprised. I would be very surprised, because I choose to not have anything to do with them. I've made that choice, and I feel free and happy and lighter and at peace. And Rafa is barking a lot. What's wrong? Come here. What are you barking for, babies? What are you barking for? What are you barking for? What are you barking for? Handsome man. How's your boy? He's like a little wolf. He's so cute. He doesn't let you pick him up though. Well, he does, but I'm not going to pick him up for the camera. No, I'm going to give your privacy some... I'm going to keep you private. Yeah, I know we had a little call with a client the other day, and she thought you were very handsome, and she was very beautiful as well. But I'm not putting you on camera. Hello, gorgeous boy, you're so handsome. Yes, you are, you're so handsome. Yeah, you are. He is. He's literally like a wolf. He's got the best eyebrows ever for a 5-year-old dog. Gorgeous boy. I love you very much. I'm going to miss you. Shall I steal you? Do you think Tim will mind? No, I don't think he will he? Tim won't mind. Tim won't mind. This dog is just so handsome. He's very cuddly as well. I'm not going to lie. Polly sleeps with me on the bed. She's, yeah. Yes. Shush. No. No. What is wrong with you? Don't you just love that timing? Are you done? Are you done? What do you want? What do you want? You just want some attention, don't you? We've been for a walk already today. See what? I just love this. I miss having a dog. I miss your doggy. Let me. You've had enough. Let me get to your sister. Oh. You want to be able to, don't you? Get off the phone, please. I'd like some attention. You done? Now he's trying to sniff his ass. Are you done? No, you're not. What would you like? Shh. Sure. He's not normally like this, to be honest. I think he's backing up the conversation. Are you done? What's wrong? You get yourself all worked up. What's wrong? Okay. You okay, baby? You're so handsome. You're so handsome. The door is open. Go and do what you want to do. Yeah. Polly, what is he doing? She's literally looking at him going, dude, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? He just wants some attention, doesn't he? Okay, so, yeah, to conclude, when you feel at peace in your life, when you feel you have made the right choice, when you feel calmer, and when your heart and soul and mind and spirit are aligned, as mine are now, peace. It's so freeing. I can't tell you. I cannot tell you how free I feel. And I'm incredibly grateful for that. So yeah, if you would like to feel like this and work with me, because I will get you here, then I offer many different types of services. I'm still doing readings. I'm doing coaching calls, I'm doing gift activations, I do shamanic healings, I do shamanic cord cuttings, I do energy clearings, I do chakra cleansing and realignment. You know, there's so many ways in which I can actually help different types of people. And I'm also feeling like I'm helping more those who aren't necessarily on a spiritual path, but they're realizing they want some guidance and they want some assistance. So I'm helping them, more and more people who aren't on that journey, you know. And I think because I've moved away from it, that means I'm going to be aligning with those who aren't on it as well. And I'm actually grateful for that, because it's a different type of client. And, you know, I've enjoyed helping those on this journey. I've enjoyed assisting many people. I've got many clients who I've helped over the years. I'm aligning with new ones all the time as well. And I'm in this beautiful place of gratitude. And a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. And a magnitude of gratitude and an attitude of gratitude is how I feel. And it's just so freeing. I can't tell you. It's amazing. So yeah. This is me shutting the fuck up now, because I've talked for 43 minutes. If you feel aligned to work with me, message me on Instagram or email zoe@thesassyspiritualist.co.uk. I really am going now. Lots of love to you all. Bye.